Welcome to another episode of Ridiculous Reverb Listings. I'm your host, Fluff. We got some, I'm not gonna say good one. I mean, I guess in context, we got some real good ones. But, yeah, some of these are whoppers. Anyway, let's go into the ridiculousness, shall we? Another EVH related item. This is almost as bad as the DeLong stuff. PV5152, owned by Eddie Van Halen, toured and used on Van Halen 3? Man, surely there's documentation to back this up. I'm sure there is. This is Reverb after all. Wow, look at that. Yeah, the covers are all taken off, like Eddie used to have his tech do. It's pretty beat up looking. Okay. That's it for pictures. All the info we need is going to be down here in the description. Let's read it. This iconic amp came directly from our legendary guitar hero Eddie Van Halen to the previous owner, whose family has strong ties to the music industry. According to this individual, EVH hand-delivered this tour-used amp to him and spent the better portion of the day talking about its features and demoing the amp. We are eternally grateful for the revolutionary and enduring legacy EVH has left us, and hope the community feels this amp is priced fairly while acknowledging its historical significance. Okay, so what have we learned with historically significant stuff, guys? No proof. You know, did he probably use this on tour? Probably. He used a lot of these on tour, like a ton. And what this is probably cool. You had PV send you out like, 24 amps to be your wall of stuff, and now the tour run is over. What are you gonna do with all these amps? I don't know. I'm Eddie Van Halen. This is my amp. I'm gonna give it to some friends. Like, that's what he did. I have mutual friends of Eddie's as well, and like, yeah, he did that stuff all the time. He was incredibly generous, for sure. But to charge $10,000 for a beat up 5152, which is, worth by itself, I don't know, maybe $1,200, $1,300. It's a great amp. I have wanted one for a long time. My first 5150 I ever owned was a 5152. No proof, no photos. It's not signed. It's just a story. And last I checked, they don't sell stories on Reverb. $10,000 for this is, well, as the title of this video would imply, ridiculous. 1995 ESP M2 Deluxe Custom Shop O.J. Simpson mugshot. Bruh. But who would... That's in really... Even in 1995, a few years had passed the O.J. Simpson trial. This is just, this is kind of cringy. I'm sure the guitar is awesome. Who in the right mind would be like, we have a killer. This is my, does he have like another, does he, not that he's the same, but like, does he have a guitar with Ted Bundy on it as well? Or the Green River Killer? Memorabilia as well. Wow, this is in really good taste. Los Angeles Police Jail Division. It has his inmate number. That's cringy. Out of my personal collection comes my infamous 1995 ESP M2 Deluxe Custom Shop guitar featuring a painted, no, it's not a photograph, mugshot of the notorious O.J. Simpson done by the legendary Chris Compton. Commissioned back in '94. Blah, blah. The painter is very celebrated. And I think that this is in terrible taste. And it's behind, come on. I mean, I'm sure it's a killer guitar. And I'm sure it has cutting tone. But $7,500. You know what? It's not even about the price. It's not, because the ESP custom shop stuff is incredible. This is just a real tacky instrument. I can't believe ESP did this. Or maybe they didn't. I don't know. Where's the gloves? Doesn't come with the gloves? I don't see any gloves on here. No, doesn't come with the gloves. For you younger people who don't know what anything I'm talking about, just Google it. Moving on. Bogner Uberschall Original Rev Green, May 2002 black. For $8,500, marked down from $14,000. Let's see. Here you have the Ubersonic Ultimate Uberschall Original Rev Green with Reinhold's personal mods, along with additional mods that I worked with him on the revision of, creating the ultimate heavy power metal machine that's ever existed. I was lucky and fortunate enough to have Reinhold himself make and mod this amplifier for me. As you can see in the picture, it's signed by Reinhold both on the circuit board and chassis. Okay. I kept the amplifier case all this time, so it's in mint condition. It comes with KT Killer 77s to reach extreme low end, while the highs, blah, 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 blah. Note the amp has 6 to 7 gain stages, like a Mark II C+, fully lowered, very tight. At 7 o'clock, you can get chunky, blah, blah, blah. Note 2, before you purchase the amp, contact me in order to make sure the amp goes to a good home with a legit player. What? Wait. So if I'm like, hey, I want to buy the amp, and like you like look into me and you're like, no, like me, for example, if you're like, nope, you only play crappy power chord songs, like you'll like refuse the sale? I'm sorry, but that's a pretty douchey thing to say. If I don't say so myself. I don't know who this is, Uber Boogie, but first of all, that's super cool that like Reinhold did some mods to it and stuff. Super cool. Yep, and it's signed by Reinhold. Okay. $8,500. This is on like a really good sunshiny day and everyone's in a good mood and feeling good and wanting to spend some money. This is like a $3,500 amp. Honestly. $8,500 because you spent a bunch of time in emails going back and forth with Reinhold Bogner going, can you tweak it a little bit more? My amp is the greatest ever. I want to make sure it goes to a good home. It's not good enough for me, but I want to gatekeep. I don't know, that kind of rubs me the wrong way. Tire kickers will be reported and ignored. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think this amp is worthy of this dude. But not for $8,500. That's I mean, that's like, yeah, that's a pretty good crack habit he has going. Moving on. Rare Boss NAMM Promo 1983 HM2 backpack. This is an HM2 backpack for $400. You know what? That's cool. That's really? This is really from 83. At NAMM, they were giving out HM2 backpacks. That's pretty cool. It doesn't look like it's in great shape. And you know, $400 seems a little steep to me, but you know, some boss pedal nut is gonna buy it and then turn around and sell it for $2,000 because it's super rare, made in Japan. Or China in this case. I included some close-ups of the paint. All straps there and the zipper even still works. The piping on the inside has some cracking. It's from 1983. This is actually pretty cool. It's a totally ridiculous backpack, but the cool factor is pretty much through the roof. That's, dude, if this was a little, I mean, I don't know what I would do with a backpack with Boss HM2 on it. That's pretty cool though, I will say. You know what? Not so ridiculous. Someone buy this. Ibanez GSR 205 weathered black, $450. What's with the Batman logo? Are there seriously Batman stickers on this thing? Also, I want to point out, this is like a $300 bass. Brand new. With a mismatching tuner. Batman, dude, how into comic books and Batman do you have to be? Like, dude, I want to take this with me when I play. Like, I want the logo. Like, what if someone like was super into Superman and he just had Superman logos for the fret markers? That seems weird to me. Okay. What's so special about this bass that it's 450 bucks? It's like a $300 bass. Let's see. This bass has been customized. It has had the bridge tuners and pickups replaced. The Batman decals come off if the pickups come off it. The pickups, Fishman Fluence pickups. Okay, so he's upgraded this to, and he spent probably, oh, I don't know, $300 in pickups. So he kind of wants his money out of it. So he's charging 450 bucks for a $300 bass. Seems like the logic of a bass player, honestly. I'm just kidding. If you play bass, I didn't mean any offense by that. If you're the owner of this bass, though, I meant offense by that. I'm just kidding. Certified ridiculous. Next. 1955 Fender Stratocaster guitar pot, 250K. So this pot is out of a Fender Stratocaster? And you want $330 for this $4 part? What? Up for sale is a pot. Yeah, I see that. Potentiometer. Split shaft 250K. Dates to the 24th week of 1955. Correct for a Fender Stratocaster. Measured topping out around 202K, which is above average from what I have found. Works well. Okay, so you're saying... Okay, so you got to read that carefully. So this is not from a Fender Stratocaster. This is just a pot that was on probably something else. I can guarantee it was on something else because it's been soldered on. But it would be correct if you were restoring a 1955 Fender Strat. So really, if someone's like, I need a vintage period correct potentiometer, this is your guy. For $330. Dude, what is it with... It's old, so it's worth a lot. Like, I get genuine, like an old Fender pickup cover or something like that would be worth probably a lot of money. This isn't even from, or nor did it come on a Fender guitar from 1955. It's just good for it. That seems like a lot. No. BC Rich limited edition, autographed by Andy James, crafted in Korea with active EMG coil tap mod. $5,555. This is in India. I don't know if that has anything to do with how much they're asking. Immediately, what is with this crooked... Ooh, a potato cam pixelated version of the homie, Andy James. Andy, if you see this, hi, I miss you. That's Andy's signature. Why are these missing? What is these? I think these are glued in. Wait, I think in the email that someone sent me, I think they said these are glued in. The pickup rings are glued in. Oh, they're for sure glued in. Oh, yeah. Oh. I was never gonna need to replace these pickups or service these pickups ever again. To heck with screws. Also, what is going on right here? I can't zoom in on this. Wait, hang on, maybe I can do this. What is going on right here? Is there a screw just shoved down into this thing to keep the holder for the... Oh, this guitar is pretty rough. This is what we call in the industry pretty shot. For $5,000. beat ass EMGs, dude. Oh, this guitar is blah, blah, blah. Here's the specs, pickups. Purchased and imported from the United States in 2013. The pickups have been replaced with blah, blah. Restored to their original pickups. Seldom played only by good guitarists and kept well in. It's only been played by good guitarists. So only the goods are rubbed off on it. You know what I mean? So, okay. So they've glued in the pickups and it's been autographed by Andy James. I love Andy. This has nothing to do with him. Kind of a cash grab. And the signature looks mostly worn away. And it's all rusted. And like, look at the terrible... Wow. Okay. $5,500. No. And last but not least, another vintage Fender item. A Fender 1957 original real vintage neck plate. Stratocaster, Telecaster, precision bass. Extremely rare. I'm not a vintage Fender expert. Maybe someone in the comments can comment. How would I know? So if I need a piece for a vintage Fender, how would I know that this is indeed an actual old Fender neck plate? How would I know that? Because right away, this little dash right here looks to be a dash. Yeah, this little dash makes me skeptical. I don't think they came with the serial number starting with a dash. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the info will tell us. Fender 1957 original real Fender. Okay, and that's it. That's the only description. And you expect me to pay $731 for this? Wait, is this the same buyer? Is this the same seller from Buyers that was on? I think this is the same seller. Wait, let's go back. No, that was in Cardinal. Buyers. Okay, yeah, no, that's not, that's different. Nope. Okay, well, I thought it was the same guy selling the potentiometer, but nope, it's not. $731 plus $70 to ship this little metal plate from Germany. Bro, no. And that does it for this episode of Ridiculous Reverb Listings. If you have your own ridiculous reverb listing that you would like to see on the show, feel free to shoot an email that I will leave down below in the description. And with that, I'm gonna get out of here. Fluff out. If you liked the video you just watched, please consider subscribing. And if you want to further support me and what I do, consider using some of the affiliate links down below in the description of this video. Go on over to Sweetwater, buy yourself something, and help me out at the same time. It's a win-win for both of us.